If you want to conquer the anxiety of life, live in the moment, live in the breath. Amit Ray. Grand Rising. To my first time viewers, welcome. My name is Joseph Long, and I thank you for tuning in. To my returning viewers, hello, friends, and thank you for your continued support. One of the wonderful things about meditation is the fact that it allows for such a monumental amount of trial and error. Experimentation is just fine. So if you're sitting in a meditation for 15 minutes and you don't notice your thought until the end, that's what that session was about. You learn from it. There will be another one. No big deal. If you try to get really good at this and be especially good, especially strict, it's like pushing on a string. It's about allowing, being, yielding, letting yourself be there, not trying to make yourself meditate. So, with that being stated, I'd like to introduce to you the following meditation exercise to allow you a moment with your breath and your thoughts. But before we start the meditation, I would like for you to take this time to hit the thumbs up button because it does affect the algorithms and alerts like minded people to come follow our platform. Thank you in advance. Let's begin. Now settle into your seat, whether it's on a cushion on the floor or in a chair or whatever kind of seat you have, bench, park bench, whatever it is. First, feel your bottom on the seat and your feet on the floor or the ground, flat touching the earth. Your eyes can be opened or closed. Head tilts slightly down. This conveys just a slight feeling of humbleness. Your torso is erect, straight but not stiff. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your hands are resting on your thighs. And your upper arms are parallel to your torso. Just take a moment to feel that posture. Now we're going to use the breath as an anchor for our attention. We could choose any number of sensations as an anchor for our attention, but breath is convenient because it's regular and you're alive, you're breathing. We don't concern ourselves with trying to adjust the rate of the breath. We just come with whatever breath we have. A good place to start is to take 3 conscious breaths. For these breaths, let's be completely aware of the breath as it goes out and comes in, goes out and comes in, goes out and comes in. So now we're in the room, so to speak. We're feeling ourselves seated. We've connected with our breath. So now let's just keep following the breath as it goes out and in. If you like, you can use paying attention to the abdomen or your belly rising and falling. You can pay attention as the breath comes in and out of your nostrils. Or you can simply pay attention to the whole process of breathing in and out. One of the first things we notice naturally as we try to pay attention to breath coming in and out is our mind is filled with thoughts. It's like a waterfall of thoughts, 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 thoughts of all kinds, sensations, abstract thoughts, emotions. Whatever they are, they're all thoughts. And in mindfulness practice, just notice the thoughts, touch it, and go back to the breath. Just a light touch on a thought. It's almost as if as you touch the thought, you can bounce off it and back to the breath. It is that noticing of the thought that is a moment of direct mindfulness. You notice the thought and lightly come back to the breath. The point of the whole enterprise is not to become an Olympic breath follower. Mindfulness meditation is a lot about familiarity. You're just spending time with your mind in the simplest possible way with no project. We have tremendous perceptive awareness that can capture in an instant what's going on in our minds. In this case, just noticing without getting caught up particularly. If it's an emotion, perhaps you enraged with someone, they've done something very nasty and it's not easy to forget, and it comes up and we ride that train for a while. Maybe as soon as the meditation begins, we on that rage train and we ride it until the meditation comes to an end. Oh wow. Whole time on that one thing. Well, it's really wasn't one thing. It was a series of thoughts surrounding the rage. It's okay. If something keeps coming up, notice and then come back to the breath. When we do this repeatedly, this process of touching the thought, there's a distinct possibility that the thoughts will not grip us as much, that we'll have more space to choose how we act in response to what's going on around us and in our mind. This is how the benefits of mindfulness come about. They don't come about from striving to get benefit. Relax, 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 relax. They come about from following this very simple process. It's like in Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Eventually there's some benefit there. A certain kind of strength emerges. When I conclude this practice, at that time, no matter what's been going on in the session, you don't need to evaluate it. Just let it go. Meanwhile, for a moment, be in the moment with your thoughts and emotions. Now we conclude this session, taking a deep breath in and out. Begin to feel your feet on the floor and your body on the chair. You may gently open your eyes and enjoy what's coming up next. Namaste. How do you feel? I know it can feel awkward, maybe overwhelming to be left in silence or to your thoughts, to be in awareness with just our thoughts and emotions. But it isn't until we are completely comfortable with this practice to fully examine our thoughts and emotions, will we truly obtain inner peace. And I'm speaking to myself as well. If you liked the meditation and haven't done so, click the like, click the like, click the like button right now. I was real low that time. We will reconnect tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another guided meditation. At this time, I'd like to recognize those of you that are online with me. So on YouTube, I see Miss Pat as she says, Grand Rising, everyone. Happy Thankful Tuesday. Our song, the psalm, she reminding y'all as well to click those like buttons. If you're not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, subscribe and hit that notification bell. She gives me the thumbs up. Thank you, Miss Pat. Not only give me the thumbs up through emoji, but I'm also asking everybody to physically click the like button. Right now on YouTube, I'm showing 3 people are present, but only 1 person clicked that like button. Again, I'm not talking about the emojis. I'm talking about actually physically going into your screen and clicking the like button. Thank you for that, Miss Pat. Grand Rising to you. I have the sound chaplain on here. She says, Grand Tuesday Rising Meditation Besties, exclamation point, hashtag breathe. And I'm trying to make out this image, but I know it is an illustration of breathing. She has hashtag mindfulness with an image of the brain, the infinity sign, the prayer sign, and the anchor. Yes, our breath was our anchor today, which helped us to be centered. Thank you for that, Sound Chaplain, and Grand Rising to you. On IG, I have the Sound Chaplain being active on both platforms. Thank you for the activity on both platforms. A Grand Rising to you again. I have Miss Ebony. Both of us gonna get on this clock. The job clock real soon. Good to see you, my friend. Grand Rising to you. I have Sparkle Shan in the house. Grand rising to you, my friend. And again, thank you, and Rick, for such a wonderful Sunday. As always, I appreciate your company. Thank you. I see the heart emojis letting them rain. Miss Pat is on both platforms. Thank you as well for the activity on both platforms. Miss Shannon with good morning with the sun emoji. Miss Pat with Grand Rising family. Yes, let those heart emojis rain. I love it. Miss Sound Chaplain, happy rising as we breathe and have an amazing Tuesday. Hashtag global. Yes, thank you for that, Miss Ebony. Very hard to actually quiet my brain, truly. Well, the point of this exercise is that we're not trying to quiet the brain. We're not even trying to quiet the thoughts or stop the thoughts. We're not trying to slow down nothing, anything, nothing is not proper English. We're trying to be in awareness with everything. We tuning out what's around us and we zooming in our breath. The breathing in and out keeps us centered, keep us anchored as we allow the thoughts. We allow the brain to do what it does. The brain is going to brain. The thoughts are going to thought. We allow them to come and go like the breath. That's how the breath becomes our anchor. It is the model in which how we bring our awareness to the thoughts. And bringing our awareness to the thoughts bring us into the present moment. It also makes us aware of what's going on in our brain. It brings us to an awareness of what is taking up our focus. And with that, we know how to proceed. We know what we need to work on. We know what we need to release. I hope that makes sense. Miss Sparkle Shan with the prayer sign. I appreciate that, Sound Chaplain. This meditation practice was great, and I plan to repeat it during my 12 noon meditation prayer. I appreciate that. And that's another thing about meditation. And I realize why it's not a favorite thing for a lot of people, because it's not a one-time fix all. It is truly a practice, meaning when you practice something, you do it repeatedly. You do it over and over and over. And that's why we tune in every morning, because it becomes our routine. And it's funny. For me, meditation, I did not recognize it was working until other people brought to my attention how I have changed, how I have become a little more calmer, a little more supportive. And then I eventually saw myself personally how certain things did not affect me as much. I'm not going to say some things don't affect me, but it does not affect me as much. Anxiety levels no longer go off the roof. I take my time with how I respond to a situation or individual. And the beautiful thing, and I probably shouldn't tell you this, but the beautiful thing is when you are centered, your responses are more impactful. People who's trying to trigger you, they the ones to get triggered when they realize their efforts do not cause you to become unhinged. This is what meditation does for me. So, with that, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in with me, whether you are on here live or you watching this pre-recorded video. I love you and I appreciate you. Peace and blessings. Mwah.